Shalom. So this is Deuteronomy 28 and 37. And it says, "And thou shalt become an astonishment, a proverb, and a byword among all nations whither the Lord shall lead thee." So when you look at byword, it's being called another name outside of your God-given identity. Right? But in order for this to happen, let's jump up to 36. It says, "The Lord shall bring thee and thy king, which thou shalt set over thee, unto a nation which neither thou nor thy fathers have known, and there shalt thou serve other gods, wood and stone." Right? So, what has to happen here? You have to be conquered, right? And this happened back with Christopher Columbus and the conquistadors, right? We were conquered to be under the subjection or under the dominion of the Roman Empire, right? So we were their subjects, right? No, it says, "And thou shalt become an astonishment, a proverb, and a byword," meaning we would be called out of our God given name. Now, what happens here is that they call us whatever they want to call us, regardless of what our God calls us. So the Most High says, "We are the Israelites, we are the sons of the power," right? They say, "No, you're not the sons of God. You are Arawak, you are Tainos, you are Indians, you are whatever they call us. That's what we are." This is why it's a byword. But in order for you to do that, you have to first conquer the people, right? So changing their nationality by force is called denationalization, right? This was done through war, through conquering, through murdering, through genocide, right? To wipe out the people of that land so they can give it to another owner. So what did they do? They exclude us from the inheritance. So let's say I'm in Jamaica. Let's say this was called the land of Benjamin, right? Then we would be called the Benjamites, right? And also, it would be related to the language that we would speak and the customs, the traditions, and so forth that we keep. Everything would be um, mixed together. You understand? Your language, your culture, your religion, all of that is one. For example, when you think of the country China, the language they speak would be Chinese, and they would be called after that. So the people would be called Chinese. So you see, all of that is one thing. Think of Poland. The language is called Polish. The people are called. Everything is tied together, right? So we are the only ones that our language and the way we live is separate. Our identity is separate. So we may call ourselves Jamaicans. We speak English language, which has no ties to our forefathers because they did not know that language, right? English, we know where it came from. And that explains why I'm in Jamaica, but the Queen, the head of state for Jamaica, is the Queen of England, right? So you can see all of that happening here. So they excluded us from the inheritance, right? So they changed our identity, and this is why this would have been a curse to identify who we are, because everyone else has their identity. We are the only ones that don't have our identity. We don't really even have a language. This is why even in the school systems, you'll realize that the illusion of choice is to choose between which language you want to do. For example, you'll have options like to learn Spanish, French, Portuguese, whatever. All of these are European languages. If we came from Africa, as they said, why they don't give us the options to choose which African language we want to learn? Hmm? Why? Let's say they say we're from, say, Ethiopia or Niger. Why we don't learn the Nigerian tongue or the Ethiopian tongue or whatever tongue, right? So this is what they stole from us. They denationalized us, take away everything. They took away um, our indigenous right to this land. So it's like they banished us, right? We're no longer included in the inheritance. This land now belongs to them. And this is why they changed our identity. They gave us bywords, right? So this explains perfectly why they could claim our land and claim they discovered it, right? Because that would mean there was no one here. And where were those people? They killed them. Genocide, massacre, right? That this is why they would say Christopher Columbus discovered it, meaning there would be no one here, which we know by history. People were here. We were here. And these people that they claim to have lived here, Tainos, Arawaks, where are the records to show that these people were here? The only people we see here is people who look like us, look like me. Dark skin, woolly hair, thick lips, broad nose, big forehead. Where are they? The records of the Indians, the Tainos, the Arawaks. What did they leave behind to say, yes, these people were here? It's only their theory. There's nothing here. We were here, right? So this is also another curse that was brought upon us for breaking the laws of the Most High. And that explains why we are in the situation we are in and also how to get out. Because if it's telling you what you did, what we did to get in, then it's also telling you how to reverse it, right?